Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a project that I have honestly been putting off since my birthday. We are going to be doing a restoration on a Toy Story 2 talking Jessie doll. Yeah! Now, if you've watched every single video of mine, you know I've already touched base on a 1995 talking Woody doll. We made him talk again, we washed him completely, and we made him look a little bit better than when I purchased him. We're going to be doing the same thing today, except with a talking cowgirl Jessie doll. When Toy Story 2 came out, I was a mere child, and I remember being obsessed with that movie, mostly because of tour guide Barbie.
Excuse me, ladies. Does anyone know where we might find the Al of Al's Toy Barn?
I can help. I'm tour guide Barbie. Please keep your hands, arms, and accessories inside the car and no flash photography. Thank you.
I'm a marriage spud. I'm a marriage spud. I'm a marriage spud.
For the single fellas.
But I do remember this Jessie doll out on the store shelves, and I remember wanting her as well. I wanted the Thinkway Toys version as a child because I thought the Mattel version looked really creepy.
I mean, just look at this thing. What happened and what exactly went wrong? Someone literally approved this in a board meeting. I mean, my God. You know what she is giving though? She reminds me of the claymation that was used in the Amanda show back in the early 2000s. I mean, look at this.
Twins.
It had a face only a mother could love. And it's one of those times where Mattel and Thinkway Toys at the same time had the license to make these two toys, and I always felt that Thinkway Toys did a better job than Mattel. Mattel, however, being a larger and bigger company, was able to throw in a lot more quality into their work, but sometimes it just didn't hit the same. And in today's video, we will be looking exclusively at a Thinkway Toys version of the 1999 talking Jessie doll. For my birthday, I really just wanted a talking Jessie doll. I have a Toy Story collection. I like to keep it to toys from my era of childhood because whenever I look at them, it transports me back into my childhood. So for my birthday this year, I either wanted a Silkstone Barbie or a Toy Story 2 Jessie doll like I never got as a child. And how was I supposed to know that the one that I wanted would have been so hard to track down? They made two versions of this doll. They made one with yarn hair and one with hard plastic hair. And of course, I wanted the one with the yarn hair because the one I grew up with had plastic hair, and I always wish she had real yarn hair. Well, the real yarn hair is pretty hard to find, at least for me this year, whenever it came to looking for Jessie herself. And the doll that I got had a lot of condition flaws that was not in the description, which really made me mad. Pissed me off like a whole new way on my birthday.
And you did it at my birthday dinner.
So I went back online after resolving the concern with eBay and the seller, and I got myself another Jessie doll with yarn hair. Ironically, the same price, which wasn't cheap. And when I got her, I thought she was perfect until I looked even closer at her, because by this time I was inspecting them. Let's just say the issue with the first Jessie doll I got, she was held together with literal hot glue, which I knew was not the way Thinkway Toys was doing their toy manufacturing. So clearly she was tampered with. And this new one, I was looking for any hot glue residue on anything, and I was like, oh, she's perfect, she's perfect, she's perfect, she's so good. And then I looked at her hat, and I don't know if you could feel where this is going, but it was tilted a little bit, you know, lopsided. So I said, why not fix this hat? So I tried to put it more straight, and it didn't budge. And I said, excuse me? What's going on? What's going on here? And guess what? It was hot glued and super glued, double, to the top of her head.
Electric chair.
And I went, you've got to be kidding me. Because this too was not listed in the description whatsoever. I messaged the eBay seller. They said you can have it. And then a couple weeks later, they were like, no, you can send that back. So I didn't accept a refund, and I decided to keep it because as a toy restorationist, I know shit happens. And then I decided that out of these two, I was going to create the Jessie doll I never had.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Why not? We've already spent the money. And having prior experience with fixing Thinkway Toys talking dolls, I said, what's the worst that could happen? And honestly, What is the worst that could happen? Right? Both damaged, but out of the two, I could create one perfect looking Jessie. So in today's video, we are going to be restoring my birthday Jessie that I wanted on my birthday. I did get on my birthday, and then I procrastinated on fixing.
I'm a professional woman.
And so I said, why not fix it on the channel? Because maybe some of the things that I'm doing will help you out there if you run into the same problem, or maybe you'll learn by my mistakes. So without further much ado, let's get into today's video. And here are the dolls in question. And I decided for my birthday this year, this would be the perfect gift to gift myself, would be a Toy Story 2 Jessie doll. Now, unfortunately, it would take me on an adventure that I just honestly did not intend to go on. This was the original doll that I purchased, and on first glance, she looks normal. I'm sure some Thinkway Toys collectors are probably already clocking the issues that I couldn't clock just by looking at her because I am a casual collector. First of all, she has a great hat with the original elastic still intact. Her hair, however, is really balled up, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure I can get off the little fuzz balls. I have my own tricks of the trade after all. We do have a very clean face with some very nice paint application, so that's good. Let's get to her body. Her body is dirty, and I was like, that's okay. I can fix that. I can make it clean. But then as I started inspecting her, I'm sure you could probably see this big chunk of hot glue. This was like number one flaw that I noticed. I went, oh my God, what is that? And it's hot glue. Now, being an avid toy collector, I know that Thinkway Toys did not put a big slob of hot glue on this belt. And so I said,
This is all Jan's fault.
this doll's been tampered with. I'm a toy restorationist. I can restore just about any toy that I come across. But whenever I see stuff like this that was not listed in the description, I get a little bit upset, as one would. As I continue to go down, I just start inspecting her now because this already is not like it's supposed to be. And then I get to looking at the feet and I said, wow, this Jessie doll is much smaller than I remember her being. And then I turn her around and look at the back, and what do I find? Hot glue. And not just that, her tag is smushed inside of her boot. And I start to wonder, that's not normal, right?
No.
You see, this doll was, I guess, damaged. And they just hot glued her in there. You can see like painter's tape. And I messaged the seller. The seller was really weird. Like, I'm going to be so real, super weird. And I filed a claim, and I actually ended up getting to keep this Jessie doll with a full refund. So I said, okay, that was a flop. We have a Jessie doll that is very damaged, that would take probably more time than what I'm willing to give as far as like a full restoration. What to do now, right? So I said, well, let's just go on the internet and buy another one. Well, to buy another one of these, it's very difficult because the ones with the yarn hair are not as common as the ones with the molded plastic hair. So of course, I wanted the one that was harder to find. Go figure, that's never happened before.
Sure, Jan.
So I found another one, ironically, the same exact price as this one. And in the pictures, I was looking for all the things that were wrong with this doll, like the belt. Look at the belt. The belt is original. Check that out. This belt's not even put on the right way. This belt is wonderful, right? She has the proper length, no damage, and see just like how much that they cut off, like they cut off so much. How sad. Poor Jessie. One sad part about this doll is her voice box is a little bit faint. But I guess she still works. If we pull the string of this damaged one, it talks a lot louder. So it got my head going. I said, what if we did a transplant? But then on closer inspection of this Jessie doll, and remember the hot glue damage that was all over this Jessie doll. And let me just say, I collect all kinds of toys. I hardly ever come across hot glue damage on any item that I've ever purchased. Well, let's just say I inspected this doll very thoroughly. I was looking at her face and I said, ooh, it's not as nice as this one's face, but the hair The hair looks so nice. It looks so crispy and mint. And look at that original hair bow. It's beautiful. And I said, the hat though, the hat looks like it fits awful strange. So I started to pull it up. And you have to be shitting me. Look at this. Hot glue yet again. And not just that, is that marker? What is going on? So this doll's head is completely damaged. To get rid of this, you would have to honestly reroute the whole doll. Again, giving more time in this project than I really wanted to do. I just wanted a nice Jessie doll for my birthday that I could have received on my birthday when I was a child, whenever I wanted this doll. But guess what? Hot glue everywhere. So I had the idea, why not take the best of both, add them all together, and then have the perfect Jessie doll for me.
Because it's all about me.
So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to restore, we're also going to modify, and we are going to make the ultimate Jessie doll that I seem to be able not to find online. So let's go ahead and get started. So before I take them all apart, I'm actually going to check just one thing. I want to see if maybe it's just the batteries that are dying in her. So let me go ahead and change them out and see what's going on with this Jessie doll. Also, you guys look, there's hot glue in here too, an omen. All I care is if she still works right. Hot glue and all. New batteries inserted. Let's see if she's any louder. Hell yeah.
Hey, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yes, oh my goodness. These must be her original batteries. Maxwell, like the coffee.
Take it from me, girls. The way to a man's heart is good coffee.
Hey, there's a snake in your boot.
I love this, yay. Another thing too about this Jessie, which I thought was a really cute little touch, she had an owner with the last name of Truman. So if your last name is Truman and you did this to your Jessie, how dare you? But I understand why. Because this little elastic thing, this thing ain't helping nothing. With Woody, since I've already restored him on this channel, so if you didn't watch that video and you're interested, you can watch that one too. But he's the first edition from 1995, and you are able to like pull out this entire mechanism, and you can't with these later ones, you know, probably for the best. So I'm kind of like contemplating on how to properly wash them. So whatever I'm gonna do, it's gonna be very experimental, so don't try it at home. Unless your dolls have like hot glue all over them, then I mean, like, go for it, they're already damaged.
That makes sense to me.
All right, I have my tools of success or curiosity right here, so what I'm about to do next, don't do at home unless you feel like it. Then you could do whatever you want. You gotta live your best life, dudes.
Who's the fat kid talking to?
We are gonna have to cut down into this little plastic zip tie, and I have some plastic cutters. There we go. Okay, off with her head. Woo! Look at this. I can see her voice box. That's cool. And I'm thinking. Also, we gotta look at this. Ooh, look at that. We've got some hair detail under there in the mold. Thinly rooted. I don't know if you guys can see that up there. Wow. Wow, poor Jessie. It'd be really cool if I could like fix her up later. Like if I'm really bored one day, if that ever happens.
Okay, whatever that means.
So next step, I'm going to take my seam ripper and rip into this little pouch because I want to see if I can get out the voice box. Just gonna go across the seams that I see and tear them out. Oh yeah, big time. I'm gonna see if it's just a simple, let's pull this out kind of situation.
That's what she said.
Or I think that thing's in there. I really think that thing is in there. You guys, is Jessie just gonna be like kind of dirty?
No.
You guys, I did it. I pulled out all of her stuffing and this came out. Check that out. That's cool.
The Roundup gang is back in town.
She sure is loud now. I'm even thinking just taking this out altogether. And the way I'm gonna do it may surprise you.
Yeehaw!
So I've got a sewing pen and I am just going to put this little pin right through here, and that is going to catch the string. Now carefully, I'm just going to take this part out, which it might be glued, so it might be easier thinking that I'm gonna do it. But I have found if you are persistent, you can get anything done. And just like that, done. So in case you ever wondered what mutilation looks like, here it is.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
So now we can wash this body without the fear of getting any of the electronics messed up. And I kind of wish I did the same thing with Woody, but she's a little bit dirtier than I think Woody was. But also Woody had to have his butt patched up, so I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm super excited. I don't know why, but I just am. So yes, so let's go ahead and start to wash up this Jessie doll. So here we have a tub filled with OxyClean and Ivory soap. I'm not going to use super boiling hot water whenever it comes to this, as we will run risk of losing all of our flocking detail. I just want this doll to be clean. Do you know what I mean? So I think lukewarm water, a little bit of a soak, really ought to do the trick. And I'm thinking about 2 baths of something like this. And I just know the water is gonna get brown.
Oh, my favorite.
On the other side of the sink, we have our OxyClean and Ivory soap just sitting and festering. I wanted to give it a moment to react to the water and react to the soap before we put the doll's body in. Before we put it in, I think it would be a wise idea to go ahead and use some baking soda and dish soap to get all of her hard plastic body parts and go ahead and just get them cleaned. So I've got some dish soap, I've got some baking soda, and I'm just gonna go over these areas. It's good to do that, just get all the dust off. Anything that shouldn't be there should come right off. We're gonna have to fix the paint on that button. But why not go the extra mile and make this Jessie doll super clean, like she looks brand new, right? This one, ironically, the one with the bad head, I did not get my money back for. And again, the glue was not spoken about in the description. So I'm just like, that's crazy. But at least we can help some toys that are in need. Am I right? And that, my friends, is what it's all about. That is the kind of hokey pokey I live by. Also, I plan on leaving the Truman because it's part of her history. Okay, so I think we've touched everything pretty good. So now it's time to put this body into her bath. So off we go. And I am just going to let it soak for a bit. Before I wash this head, I would really love to address the lint ball situation now. Is it a big deal? No, but we're already going the extra mile with this Jessie doll, so why not try? So I've got this little trick from my own sweaters, and I wonder if it will work on Jessie itself, and I really hope I don't break any of the yarn bits. But if you just take a razor and you just go over, just so slightly. See difference? See that? gonna ruin your best razor, but who said this one's mine? Look at all that. Just pull it off, and there you go. That's all the lint fuzz. And I think it's looking pretty good. So like, look at this side compared to this, right? Looks pretty good. I'm gonna wash these plastic items just like I washed the other plastic items with baking soda and dish soap. And there she is, all done. Now let's put her in this bath too, because she'll still need it. And there we have her hat, all clean. We still have some paint marks, but I swear that came from the factory because look at all the mess. All right, so they've been chilling in here, and let's just take a look at the water. Oh my God, do you all see that water? Ew. Oh no, poor Jessie. This water is yellow. Gross. Gross, man. That is sick. Okay, bath round 2. Here we go. I'm gonna keep bathing them until the water doesn't come out looking poopy caca brown. To get any excess soap off of them, I have them bathing in just a plain water bath. But I think they're done. There's the head. All clean. Can't wait to see what they're like whenever they're dry. And here's Jessie's body, all cleaned up. So now let's go ahead and lay her out. And maybe by the time I'm ready to work on her again, it'll be dry.
Tomorrow for sure.
It is the next day and Jessie is dry. And it's time to put her back together. And don't worry, I'm wearing shorts. I'm not naked. Don't be so perverse.
Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?
Not until 4.
I'm just going to try my best here. We're going to try to reinsert this as best as we can. This is interesting. Okay. All right. Yes. So I assume it goes in like this. So let's do that. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult because I've got a pin. So I squished the little voice box back in there. So now it's time to squish this back in here. You might be wondering, how are you going to get that pin out? And the answer is yes, of course. I currently have not poked myself yet with the pin, but I'm waiting. Honestly, I'm literally waiting. I'm wondering what's taking so long for that really good idea I had to fumble. Okay. You see that? String, tweezer. No! String, where did you go? Okay, I've got this. Don't worry. I am a professional. A certified mastermind. Do you see that? Yes. Ta-da! Yay! And yes, the pin is still in there, and I will get it out at my earliest convenience. I just don't know how yet or where it is. Ooh, look at that. What look? Look. Oh my God. I swear. Oh my God. Okay.
Hey, there's a snake in your boot!
Jesus! Stall's evil. Okay. Here we go. So now we're gonna do a loop-de-loop.
Hey there, I'm Jessie.
Okay, yeah, this one.
Let's sing a Yoda. Lodi-odi-hey,
This is not going to get old at all. I think it's a little bit like this. And a little bit like this. Okay. Right. I see where we're going. Jeez, I can't do these knots very well. Oh my gosh. You guys, don't judge me. I already know you guys are judging me in the comments. They're like, what is this Barbie bitch doing? Like, and the answer is, I don't know, but I'm just trying my best. I am just a girl. There we go. Yeah, and that doesn't look like complete bullshit. All right, cool. I did try my best, and I think that's gonna work. Now the original put a little bit of super glue, or I guess they burnt it. Looks like they burnt the ends of it because they're a little bit of burnt. Just gonna put a little dab of glue right here. There we go. And I'm going to let this set and dry.
2 hours later.
So we waited a respectful amount of time. So this is her original stuffing. We're just gonna stuff that right back in her, which is gonna be really cool after, I think. And Jessie and I are gonna have a really cool bonding story. We're having a really good bonding moment, I feel. Okay. Every last bit of stuffing that was in her is now back again. It looks good, I think. I think that looks good. Now, this was machine stitched, so it was just stitched on like that. I'm not going to do that because I don't trust myself not to sew into the wire, because I might get a little bit crazy. Now we can do a sloppy stitch like this, because it really doesn't matter. There we go. And now we can stuff this back in here. And likewise with her battery pack. Alrighty. And we can take the Velcro bit, squeeze her down like so. And there we go. We have a clean Jessie body. Look at that. Let's reconnect the head. I have a replacement plastic zip tie, and I'm just gonna try to go around as best I can. Probably should have added this before, like I restuffed it all. Probably would have been a good idea, but that's okay. There we go. All right, so whenever you've got everything like adjusted to where you would like it, take the head, place it where it needs to go, and then insert through, pulling super taut, and her head is on. Just cut it right off. She's got some Velcro right around here, which is supposed to hide that unsightliness. And there you go. We got Jessie looking good. So here we have Jessie, head on, voice box in.
Hey, there's a snake in your boot!
Oh shit. And we've got her little outfit. Now, I've already ironed this piece, but look, without ironing, it just looks a little bit different. So we're gonna try to fix that. I'm gonna flip her over, and I don't have my iron on the hottest setting. I've got it on 4, and I'm going to use a starch. I like to use this heavy finish. I use this for a lot of my vintage toy projects. I'm going to take a piece of cotton and just wipe off the excess, and then I am going to go in. I'm going to try to iron down everything that needs to be ironed down. Keep it all looking neat. So these toys were not made to be washed, and it shows. You can see like some wear on them and the flocking material that's on them, like, it just doesn't do well in the wash. It just gets very, you know, like almost transparent, because like you can see where the flocking would have been. And I don't think it's anything that I've done. I just think it's like normal wear and tear, because mind you, these toys were very heavily used. But if I remember correctly, on my Woody had the same problem. And it's a common thing to happen whenever you have a flocked velvet. So this material is not really velvet. It's like a flocked velvet, which means it's just glue with some velvet flocking on top. And the best way to preserve material like this is to not get it super hot for long extended periods of time. Now Jessie's got some fuzzies on her, so I'm just gonna take a lint roller all over her and just go to town and get that all taken care of. And now we can get on to the next steps. There's nothing like really too wrong about this hair ribbon. It's just picked, and I just think it would look nicer if she had a hair ribbon that looked new. It looks like this ribbon is sewn on, so I'm gonna take my handy dandy seam ripper and try to fix that. But also, I just think it's sewn on twice. Let's see. If I remove this, okay, let's see. So we get to see what Jessie's hair looks like underneath. And wow, it's got a rubber band. And that rubber band's been a trooper. Check that out. Okay, so I've got a identical match ribbon. This one might be just a little bit higher quality, which is perfect. And there we go. Look at that. So cute. So we've got a little yellow piece of thread on our needle. And we're going to go through just like it was originally. Go, and then we'll flip over here and go under like so. Got to make sure though that you have it coming through the ribbon. There you go. And there we are. But let's trim it just a bit. To stop this ribbon from fraying, I'm going to use some Dritz Fray Check. And her original ribbons, they were burnt on the ends. But this is just a little bit more subtle. And once that dries, it'll dry completely clear. And Jessie is really starting to look like new again. Jessie has a really endearing face. This is the face of Jessie from my childhood, from what I can remember. By today's standards, maybe a little bit creepy, but that's all right. But at least she's not this. Again, very nostalgic. So I'm going to give her some more blush. I've got a burnt ember and a red, and as well as a fuchsia and light pink. And I'm going to do a light dusting over the cheeks, just a light dusting. You want the deepest shade to be right in the apple. Like right here. And then you want to take your lighter shade and go right on top. And it gives it that really nice blended out look. Now, if you're looking to do this with your Toy Story dolls, this is Master's Touch. It is soft pastels. It's going to be like chalk. And you can get it at Hobby Lobby. You could also use any other soft pastels that you have. And I'm using an e.l.f. brush. And this is a blending eye brush. I think it's like $3 at Walmart or Target. If you got a girlfriend, ask her. She'll go out and find this for you. She'll be tickled pink that you're
asking for eyeshadow brushes.
Yay!
Or maybe she'll get concerned, you never know, but there you go. Now Jessie has some rosy cheeks. To fix her little buttons, I'm going to use some of this model color in cold white, as well as some of this gloss varnish for after it dries. Shake it up real well. This is acrylic paint, but it's made for airbrushing and model kits, and it's really pigmented. It's something I wish I knew about whenever I was doing Woody as well. Take a little bit on your brush, use some water, dilute it, very important, and go in. When this dries, we're going to put some varnish on it. Same thing with the varnish, you want to dilute it with some water. Then we're just going to dab it right on top. And once this dries, she should be done. And here we have Jessie all done. Check her out. She's so cute. Like, I think she's really endearing. I know to a lot of people, she's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's just something so special about these vintage dolls. Like, they're not screen accurate, and I do believe there's a need for screen accuracy whenever we get to collector toys that are being made today. But you gotta have whimsy in children toys. Like, you have to have a little bit of uncanniness about them to make them stand out, like in your mind, you know? How cute. I don't know, I love it because I was raised when toys look like this. I remember this toy from my childhood. I did not get it, but I remember it in stores, and I remember wanting one, and now I have one. And this went from a really ironic, crappy situation to having something that looks like this and sounds like this, and I don't know, I just love it. Let's pull her string.
The Roundup gang is back in town. Yee-haw! Yodel-yahoo! Hey, you gotta take care of yourself. Hey, there's a snake in your boot. Hi there, I'm Jessie.
And there she is. And we can also say hello to an old friend of the channel. That is Sheriff Woody from 1995.
My name's Woody.
He still works.
You're my favorite deputy.
Probably one of my proudest restorations is this doll because it did stretch everything that I knew to do whenever it came to toy restoration. It made me think out of the box for a bit. So still tickle pink to have him. Tickle pink to have her, and I can't wait to see her on display. And here she is up on my display with all of my other vintage Toy Story toys. And I'm gonna get more. I need to get more. They're getting harder and harder to find at an affordable price and also complete, which is a prerequisite, but I'm super happy to have what I have, and it just brings my inner child some joy. After this, we all hopped in the car to go on an adventure. It was time to go to the cinema and go look at a picture. And Disclosure Day was really good. Just kidding, we saw Toy Story 5. I went in skeptical because I hated Toy Story 4. Visually, it's a beautiful film, but I couldn't get behind the story, which again made me really cautious about seeing this movie. But I'm so glad I did. It gave me an excuse to go to the movies with my toys, which made me look really cool.
Sure, Jan.
They also had the place really decked out for Toy Story 5. It was a great film and a great experience. And I'm so happy to finally have a Jessie to include in all of my shenanigans. She's come a long way, but I love her more for it. What do you think about these original Thinkway Toys Toy Story dolls? I just can't get enough of them.
Prospector, how about you?
And so you two are absolutely identical? You know, I'm sure I could get you a part in Toy Story 3. I'm sorry, are we back? Oh, all right, girls. Lovely talking with you. Yes, anytime you'd like some tips on acting, I'd be glad to chat with you. All right, off you go then.
Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this restoration. There is nothing that you cannot achieve if you put your mind to it, and I'm a firm believer of that. But tell me all what you think about this restoration. Do you love how Jessie came out? And don't worry, I put Buzz Lightyear back in his box after we went to go see the movie. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. I love you all. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good. Oh my gosh, my cheeks are killing me. I can't keep smiling like this anymore. I am exhausted. I think I need a break. A little break? Okay. Phew.